Hello everybody and welcome to my Heirloom Organic Vegetable Garden series for August the 17th. We're doing back-to-back videos this week. Well, actually we're going to be doing a lot of videos this week because I'm picking. So I'm going to, I haven't decided if I'm going to do green beans or my velour beans. I'm going to take a look at the situation. I'm thinking it's probably going to be the velours because they look like they're done actually. So I'm going to, I'll start the picking process, and actually I'll give you a quick shot with the pivot heads on. I can't do too much with the pivot heads on because right now, guys, it's 36 degrees in the shade. It's warm, so I couldn't have picked a better day to do this. Not. But anyways, let's get this happening so I can get them processed and get them into the freezer. Before I started picking, I thought I'd take the hedge trimmers. I'm actually using hedge shears to do my tomato plants because it's just too much. There's too much growing here. But I couldn't believe the size of the tomatoes. I got to show them to you guys. Now look at the size of these things. It's just full of massive, big tomatoes. But nothing is turning green or red yet. I mean, and I've been, chopping them back actually quite often. I snip them back. Actually, I've been snipping them back every week. I've been taking the hedge trimming shears and just chopping them back, and but they're growing like crazy, absolutely crazy. But and lots of buds, lots of flowers, tons of flowers. So I don't know when they're going to start turning red here. I know that tomatoes need water to turn red, but we've had a fair share of rain here the last little while. Hopefully soon, because I'm craving actually a fresh tomato. Alright, so the big plan here is I'm going to attack the velour beans. I've decided they're the ones I want to do because they are my favorite. Even though I should really do the green beans because they could go woody on me really quick. But I'm hoping I'm going to make a serious dent here in the velour beans. Oh, and they're just the right size too. They're so tender. Oh, perfect. Alright guys, I'm going to start harvesting here. This is how I'm harvesting the velour beans. Now, yesterday I did them standing up, but the velour beans have a lot more on them, and plus they're a smaller bean, so they're a little trickier to grab. So I've just brought an old table out, and I've got it here on the edge of the garden, and this just makes it a lot easier. That way you can use two hands to pull the beans off, because yesterday I did the yellow beans, but they're much bigger beans, so it's easier to grab them, and I was just holding them in the air and pulling them off the plant. But this is much faster for a smaller bean, and this is how I'm going to harvest them all. Now I don't care about a second wave, because guys, there's a lot of beans here, like a lot more than what I picked yesterday, and a man can only eat so many beans. 4 full pails of beans. I gotta get cleaning. I gotta set myself up a station here and get in position for the next 2 hours and start snipping. I love eating beans, but I hate prepping them. I'd rather scrub carrots than beans. So this is the exact same process as doing yellow beans. Snip the ends off. Got a full tray. We'll take it to the freezer. Freezer's nice and cold. Doug's supervising. I think he actually is just hanging around in front of the door here because the cold air that's coming off the freezer is pretty intense. It's about minus 28 Celsius right now. Well, if I touch the metal in the freezer, my skin will stick to it. That's how cold it is. All right, next load. Well guys, the garden beat me today. I can't finish. I gotta do this tomorrow. I got 2 buckets totally done. Well, 2.5 buckets totally done. Got this 1 full bucket and a half a bucket left there to chop up. Or I should say clean, but I can't do anymore. My back's killing me being bent over today in the garden. Plus the heat sucked me dry today. That was just unbelievable how hot it was. And of course, I got to do this in the heat, but I got no choice because I actually timed it perfect. The beans, these velour beans, actually they're sweet. I caught them just at the right time. Just finished the beans. I moved inside because the thunder was crazy, and I thought for sure I was going to get caught in a cloud burst on the back deck. Turned out it didn't rain. Everything's chopped up. I'm done. I'm going to put it in the freezer tomorrow morning, bag it. I'm planning tomorrow to do the apples, process them, and then attack the green beans. That's the plan. We'll see what happens here. Okay guys, well it's been 2 days. I'm a little bit behind because of all the stuff that's happening here, and anybody that follows the duck adventure, well, you will have known that there is things happening here. So we're going to get this all packaged up today and see what the weight is. Well, that's the biggest tub of beans I've ever done. It's going to be interesting what this weighs. Yes, guys, I put the right date on this time. 2000. I can't believe I put 2014 on those other bags. But like I've always, said on the Duck Adventure, it's always Wednesday here. And I ain't lying, man. My life's a blur. You have no idea how cold this is. And my fingertips are already numb. These are like minus 28 Celsius. Well, you can hear them. They sound like little rocks. They're so frozen, so solid. 33.5 pounds. Final total. That's pretty good. I'm happy. And cutting them in half, what a difference. The bags are almost double the weight. So it really cuts down on the amount of space in the freezer. Well, I'm going to get them in the freezer before they thaw because it is really warm right now.